Hi, my name is Avi Staiman, and I'm the CEO and founder of Academic Language Experts. And I'm here to talk to you today about how editorial teams are adapting to the potentials and pitfalls of AI technology in the research ecosystem. We have a very heated debate going on right now about how AI is and should be being used both by researchers, but as well as by publishers, all the way from initial brainstorming of research ideas, all the way through peer review and decision making. In the discussion here today, I want to go through some of the basic fundamentals of considerations we might want to be taking into account around the use of artificial intelligence within publishing. Now, I also want to plug and let everyone know about a really exciting course with ALPS, whereby we're actually going to be going through some of the favorite author and publisher tools, AI tools that are being used throughout the entire workflow in order to make processes more efficient, in order to help researchers for whom English is their second language, in order to reduce time to publication for publishers. There's a lot of excitement around different tools that are being used. So please stick around and you'll learn more about that. My name is Avi Staiman. I am the CEO of Academic Language Experts. I also am working on a new startup called SciWriter AI, which is hopefully going to be the first co-pilot tool for researchers while they're writing their research. And anyone, you're welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn. I hosted the AI Tool Up Tuesdays series, which was a series of interviews with founders of AI tools specifically for research. We had over 5,000 researchers and publishers come and attend. So when we're thinking about the researcher, we need to understand, and when we're thinking about the researcher's world, we need to understand that they are within the broader ecosystem of universities, publishers, funders, and we're going to look today about how the researcher-publishers relationship is happening within the realm of AI. So first of all, it's important to understand the overview or the landscape of how AI is infiltrating the ecosystem, the research ecosystem. So you see here just a bit of a mapping, and this is already old. There's a lot of new tools by now about different tools that are available to researchers for everything from grading their exams and tutoring and studying to writing their research and doing literature reviews and doing data analysis. And the question then becomes, how do publishers adjust and react to these tools that are being used? And we can see here that researchers, when polled, and this is a poll that we ran with researchers that we did an AI course for, are actually quite excited about the use of AI in research. So it's something that we should be paying attention to as publishers and understand that there are potential benefits, but there's also potential risks involved, especially when it comes to paper mills and other issues like that. The other thing that's worth noting is that, and this is on the right-hand side of your screen, you see a bit of a graph from The Economist about the rise, the exponential rise in papers having to do with artificial intelligence. So obviously leading the charge is computer science and physical sciences, but actually it's across the board. Every field, including the social sciences and humanities, there's tremendous growth and excitement around this field. So the problem, what's the problem? The problem is that current policy around AI is currently very thin. It doesn't deeply enough go into the weeds about what researchers are and aren't allowed to do, which creates a lot of confusion, creates a lot of bottlenecks throughout the publication process, and holds things up. And I wrote about this in Digital Science. So the main approach that scholarly publishers have taken is what I like to call the declaration approach. So the declaration approach essentially comes to say, so long as you're explaining what it is that you're doing and how it is that you're going about it, when researchers are allowed to use different AI tools. And I think that in general, it's positive to encourage researchers to experiment and to try out new things, but we have to ask ourselves whether all AI tools are created equal. For example, on the one hand, we may have a tool that helps with proofreading, an editing tool. And those tools, I would argue, maybe we can use them, AI helped or not helped, without even declaring, the same way we wouldn't declare if an author used an editor for help, a human editor. On the flip side, there are really powerful AI tools out there that are used, just such as Julius, for example, that are used for data analysis. And the same way that we talk about which tools we use to analyze data in the method section, in a normal paper, and using the kind of traditional tools, I think the same should be true for the AI tools as well. So we really need to think about what is the AI tool, what power does it have, and what is it being used for? And so just a quick kind of a preview teaser, in the course itself, and I highly encourage you to come along, we're going to be learning about how researchers are responding to AI, what excites them about it. And we're also going to do a deep dive into the 5 favorite tools of researchers. After that, we're going to move on and we're going to look at 5 tools that are built actually specifically by different publishers that are used to help them through the workflow. So we'll look at IRA from Frontiers, which helps with manuscript review and identifying which tools or which papers, if there are issues of pre-screening, so to speak. We'll look at Draftsmith, which is a tool to help publishers assist their authors when, who are not native English speakers. And we're going to look at a series of other tools as well. So please do come join us at the full session. Thank you so much for your time and attention today, and looking forward to seeing you.